Hello and welcome back to Kitten Up Kitten. My name is Sam and today I am doing a whip and ramble on Soulmates from Diamond Art Club. I will pop a picture of the canvas up now, and I've done a run of unboxing videos yesterday, so I am going to try and spread them out a bit just so you're not inundated with unboxing videos, but there is quite a few. However, very happy with what I've got. So if you are here and you are brand new to my channel, welcome. I do hope that you will enjoy. If you are coming back, welcome back. Let's get ready for another day of craziness. It is another baking hot day. I'm pretty sure this is going on into the weekend. So let me just explain what I've got and what I am using. So first of all, I am using a 42 bottle case, which I'm kitted up into. I have all of my extra drills, there's quite a lot as you can see, in a Ziploc bag, and that sits in the pocket. I am also using my grey Add More Zest tray. I am also using my new pink pen from Add More Zest. I have got a 4-placer and a single placer, both metal, both with double-sided tape in. I am also using one of my cook pots. This is my purple one, so I'm using that. That can be used as a cover minder as well as a trash drill pot. And we have Miranda joining us today, which is one of my koi fish cover minders. These proved very popular when I first did them. I do like her, she's sweet. So I'm going to make a start on this. I'm just going to move my piece of cover paper down. Once I've got these next 2 rows filled, I will then cut that plastic down even more because I don't like the plastic. Let's make sure we've got some light. I am at least filming in the daytime, so that helps quite a bit. How are we all today? Is it going well? I am going to start by getting these plus signs just here because I've only got these few. So I'm going to do those first. The 4, however, I will leave because they are ABs, so I will do them last. I chose a 4-placer for my squares. It's my favourite size to use for square because it's small enough that you can control how neat the drills go down, which makes it a lot easier. I'm just making sure that I am in shot. There we go. We'll zoom you in a little bit. Hopefully that helps. So I just wanted to get those ones in because it's just that number on its own. So we're going to leave the 4 because they are ABs. But I hope whatever you're working on is going well. And yeah, why don't you join me? Get your whip out, get yourself a drink, and you can dot alongside me, or maybe you're doing housework or something else. Maybe you're doing a different type of craft. If you are, what are you doing? Share, let us know. So if you are new, please do like and subscribe, and then that way you will be able to find your way back to me that much easier. But thank you to everyone who has subscribed in the last couple of days. I do enjoy seeing those numbers go up. It's the first thing I do in the morning, not even awake, haven't even had my first cup of coffee. First thing I do, I log on to my tablet and I check to see how many subscribers I've got and whether I've got any comments. First thing I do in a day. I actually picked 5 up there, so I decided to go with it. And then what I'm going to do on this section is I am going to stagger these ones. So picking up 4, picking up 3, picking up 2, no, picking up 1 because That isn't an N, it is an F, like that. And then when I go to the top, it kind of eradicates those lines you can get when you're multi-placing. Or you could just single place, and I've done with it. Nothing wrong with that either. But I use the step method. I just do it in fours instead of singly. I have to say, I bought this last year, so it must have been around June time, I reckon, that I bought my first Diamond Art Club kits. And these drills are phenomenal. So I'm guessing, I know that they've been making their own drills for about a year, so I'm guessing this must have been one of the first kits. And there is no gapping at all on this canvas. Now, I previously did Forest Snowman, and that did have some gapping, so not enough for it to bother me, because I don't use a light pad, so I don't notice it so much. But this has none at all. It's beautiful. So I've just got one that's sticking up there a bit. I have got new tape. I put new tape in this yesterday, so I've done most of this bit and this bit with this new tape in. So what have I been up to? Let's do that before we start going to comments. So yesterday I had an incredibly busy day because everything I ordered turned up at once. So there will be quite a few unboxing videos. I also got an order from Add More Zest. I also had orders for resin stuff to do. This morning I have run around. I have cleared out my sunroom because it was a mess. So I've had a little bit of an organisation run and just putting stuff away properly instead of chucking it on the windowsill. Because I have a large wooden windowsill right next to my table. And you know, sometimes I'll get tape out and I'll just chuck it on there, and then I'll get washi tape and chuck it on there, and then I'll get a tray out and chuck it on. It's just never ending. So I had a good tidy up today. I have also been editing all the videos, so I am going to stagger the unboxings. So if you do see videos that are out of sync, that is why. Because I didn't think you'd want to see all the unboxings in a row. Hence why I thought I will come on and do this, because that way you've got another whip and ramble to watch. Other than that, not a lot. My husband's working the late shift today again, so he won't be home till 11. Tomorrow will be Thursday, and I am picking my granddaughter up for a couple of hours tomorrow just to spend some time with her. Because with my daughter's work schedule and my work schedule, I sometimes miss out on seeing her for too long. Her other grandparents often, well, not often, but that they do have her overnight more regularly than I'm able to, which is sad, but kind of not, because, you know, it is what it is. I've got to work for a living. So I'm looking forward, because it's meant to be the coolest day tomorrow. I thought that would be the best day, because of course she's not even 2, so she can't run around in the sunshine with no protection on or anything, and she won't deal quite so well with the heat as I would. So I didn't want to have her on a day where she's going to be really uncomfortable. So I'm hoping it's not too hot tomorrow, because I don't want to pick her up and then her not be able to play outside or anything, because it's just too hot to do anything else really. I think that's it. I mean, like I said, apart from all the unboxing videos, I'm hoping on one of the videos I do actually have a swear word, so I'm hoping it doesn't get the video shut down, but it was one swear word, I promise. It just came out. But other than that, so today I do have I have got the Etsy orders to pack, so I need to do that. I also have another resin pour to do. My son's girlfriend is doing pottery, trying pottery. as a hobby, and she wants a resin tray to do the pottery on, which I think is cool. So she's asked me to make her one, so I'm going to do that today as well. But predominantly today is about diamond painting. So in between everything else that I'll be doing, I did the food shop yesterday, so I've got to do that now. Yeah, today is about diamond painting for me. I will be outside at some point, and I will get some of my whips done. At the minute, it's a lot quicker obviously to do I Miss You because it's round. So yeah, I would like to get a fair bit done. I think that's it. That's pretty much it. Don't know what the temperature is going to be today. It already feels very warm, and I can absolutely promise you I don't have really big lights or anything like that, but trust me, when this little light is on, it whacks out some heat. So I'm keeping an eye on my camera to make sure that it doesn't shut off, because if it starts to overheat, it just shuts off to cool down. So I will need to keep an eye on that. So be prepared for a break or two. You never know. Right, so I'm literally just working my way in from this side. So I'm going to get the toxic symbol done. Where are you? As they say, I can't see for looking. There we go, right down at the bottom. I know what you're thinking. If you could see your legend, you'd have been able to see that much quicker. Yeah, but I'll get used to where they are. It won't take me long. We are only the third section in. Is that it? Yeah. It's a bit of a pain doing these little bits, but if I get these little bits done, it makes the filling in that much easier, because we've got an awful lot of this green. This, I believe, is, I'm sure this is the top of the tree gateway thing. So let's go for the wiggly water symbol. Wiggly water. Do you know what I mean? Wiggly water symbol. There we go. I don't know what symbol it is. It's just what I call it. You know, in the way that we do, in the way that we choose random names. Now, I think because of the heat, I have got some of these drills clumping together. But I am very aware that sometimes that can just be because they're resin and they're not fully set before they've been put in. I do have a grinder somewhere that I made. So I might try that in a minute and see how well it does that. But let's see how we go. So let me go and grab my tablet, and I will go through the comments that I've got from my last video. I actually think they're comments from the video before that, actually, because the last Whip 'em chat has only just gone up. So they're probably from the other one, but let's see if we can get some of these comments done. Just want to get these drills in. And what I love about square is, even if you're not completely neat at this point, as you put those other drills in, it knocks them straighter. It moves them into shape. So that's what I love about the squares. I do prefer squares. They take longer, but I do prefer them. I love the finish, and I love the feel of square drills. So let me pause you for a second. I'll go and get my tablet. Okay, so I'm back. I took a little break because I had an Amazon delivery come. What was I doing? I was doing the river symbol, wasn't I? Yeah. Put them away. So I have got the questions ready. Actually, look, can you see how these are clumped together? So let's try my grinder. 1 second. So this is a grinder that I made. I mean, I honestly do prefer to put a magnet or something, or a penny in the container and do it that way. But if I can get some of those, so that's all the clumped up ones. And I think a lot of this is the humidity at the minute. You know, obviously we're having some very, very warm weather. Add that in the fact that I'm in a sunroom, which is designed to be sunny. I do have net curtains up. Don't ask me why net curtains. It's because the windows need redoing. But anyway, let's see if this works. So just give them a bit of a grind. Shall we see? You see, to me, they don't look any different. Let's have a look. Yeah. It hasn't made any difference, to be fair. So it could just be my grinder. It may be the way that I made them. I actually find it much easier. So this is where your cover minder magnet comes in handy. So pull those back in there. I got this tip from somebody else who put, they put a quarter in their pot. So if you do that and give it a good shake, that often does break them up quite a bit. Yeah, that's better. I don't want to leave my magnet in there though. You can do the same thing with a 5p piece or a penny or, you know, a quarter, whatever you've got. Nuts and bolts, little nuts and bolts. I saw somebody say the other day on a Whipham chat. I think that works better than the grinder, to be fair. So just get yourself a quarter, whack it in your pot, give it a good shake. That will help. So I'm just going to get my L's because I've got a fair few little changes here. So if I get them done out of the way, I've got a good old run then for the questions. I didn't need all of those. Now I can tell you that these drills were not sticking together when I kitted it up. So I think it is definitely atmospherics. If you're concerned about causing static, if you're using a penny or anything to break up your drills, whack some dryer sheet in there afterwards. That will combat that for you. Okay, so first comment comes from the first whip and ramble I did on this canvas, and it is from Darcy Foster. Hi Darcy. She says, making oopsies on film is good, shows that we aren't perfect. I make mistakes too when kitting up. I spill drills too. I have looked at this painting a lot, just not really sure. I want to order again from DAC. Their customer service is not the best, but maybe down the road. Love watching you whipping. Oh, thanks Darcy. So let's go through that. Yes, we are all human. We're not perfect. Mistakes happen. And I'm not one of those people that's precious about making mistakes either. You know, I'm quite happy to leave it in. Because that's real life, isn't it? If all you ever saw was the best side of me, it wouldn't be a true representation of who I am. So I agree with you. I think it's okay. I spill drills every bloody whip. That's nothing new. I'm always doing it. I am just that person. So thank God they give us extras. Okay, customer service from DAC. I've only had good customer service from DAC so far. I haven't had any issues. The couple of times I've had to contact them, they have come back very, very quickly. So my take on that, bearing in mind that I work in an industry where I do customer service, when you deal with a customer service department, bear in mind that it's a department full of different people. You may get one particular person on that particular day who isn't very helpful. So bear that in mind, that when you're talking to someone or when you're trying to resolve an issue with someone, although they are the face of that company, it doesn't mean that they're always presenting their best face for that company. Do you get what I mean? So you may call upon a Monday and you'll get Betty, and Betty is a complete pain in the butt who will not give any leeway whatsoever. But if you call up the next day, you'll get Amy, who's absolutely lovely, listens to you, comes up with a good solution. So when you have a bad experience with a company's customer service, me personally, I wouldn't judge on one experience. Now, if you have a number of experiences with different customer service members, that's a whole different ball game, in which case absolutely. But for me, my experiences so far have been very good, and believe me, if I had a bad customer experience with a company, I would tell you. I ain't gonna hold back, because it's about being honest. So I would say, if you really, really like the canvas, if it's something you'd really like to do, you've got two options. You can either, I can't find this symbol now, just bear with me. Why can't I find it? There it is. You can either wait and see if someone's destashing one on the destash group. Where did you come from, little cream drill? Or you can give them one more try and just see if that customer service experience is better. I mean, obviously, if you get that same lady or gentleman, you know, I'm not judging, but if you get the same person and it's still shocking, then by all means, you know, don't buy from there. Just stick to the destash groups. That's what I'd do. Or you know, you're not obliged to put up with bad customer service. I'm also going to leave a 3. We've got a solitary 3 down here, which is a black AB. So I'm now going to go, I'm going to miss the ones because they're ABs as well. So we're now going to go here, and I'm going to do all of these corner symbols. So that's my advice, Darcy. You know, obviously, if you have had numerous problems with their customer service, then you are absolutely right to not want to order from them again. But if it's once, maybe give them another try, because my experience has been very good so far. They've bent over backwards to solve the issues that I had, to the point of offering something that I didn't expect them to offer, and which wasn't requested and wasn't taken because it wasn't that big a deal. But obviously I don't know the circumstances, so I can't speak for your particular experience. But for me, you know, I've ordered from fan sales before. I had a canvas that was absolutely horrendous for dusty drills. My pen won't let go of my... Right, let's prime this nib a little bit because it's not picking up. I'm going to get rid of that drill because it's now got a bit on it. Yeah, I ordered from the, and when I contacted them about it, they weren't very helpful. And tie in that with the fact that they had stolen artwork as well, it put me off. But I have gone back, I have ordered, and I've got to bear in mind that the other fan sales kits that I had were absolutely fine. So I have gone back and ordered again. Their delivery was very quick. I'm happy with what I've got. So sometimes you just need to give companies another go. It's your choice, of course, Darcy. And thank you for commenting as well, because I think it's always useful for people to know both the good and the bad side of companies, and then they can make an informed decision. So I hope that has helped with your decision making. It is a beautiful canvas. I can't stress that enough. I fell in love with it the minute I saw it. I had to have it, and I'm so pleased that I did. And I'm really pleased that it won in the voting as well, because we wanted to do it for a while. Obviously the washer is ramping up again, so if it starts getting too loud, I mean, you know, I could put off filming until it finishes, but the problem is it's already getting quite warm, and I really want to get stuff done today so that I can sit out and diamond paint outside, because I've got a whole day today to just put around doing jobs and, you know, relax. So I want to make the most of it. So the dulcet tones of my washing machine it is. Okay, so next comment is from Sharon Wildboar. This is on the same Whip and Ramble. She said, I can't mix my storage too. I've also bought the large Tic Tac containers to try. Thanks for all the videos. Yeah, it's just it's a big no-no for me. I'd rather just buy storage that fits. But I have got the large Tic Tac boxes saved on AliExpress. I just haven't got around to pressing order, and to be fair, I need to wait a bit because I've had so much stuff coming in the last 2 days. Literally, my husband will go mad. Do you know what? I didn't hide them. I put all the canvases on top of my dresser in the snug yesterday. So canvases from places like fan cells, etc., go into a storage box on top of that dresser. So I put them in and tried to squash them in as much as I could so that he wouldn't notice the difference. Now the Diamond Art Club ones are a little bit harder because of course they're boxes. So he sort of, you know, he hasn't said anything. He hasn't said, but to be fair, I did leave the big Diamond Art Club box outside, so he's going to know I bought those, but he doesn't know about the fan cells ones. So I'm hoping he doesn't notice that that box has suddenly got a lot fuller. Things we do. Okay, thank you for commenting, Sharon. Sarah Morris, no Sam, you are not screwing up. I think that was because I said, shall I give up now? Because it wasn't going very well. No, I won't. I like it too much. I enjoy having this time because it is a good excuse for me to sit down and actually diamond paint. And we all need an excuse now and again, don't we? You know, if you've got the excuse that you've got people waiting on videos, it's not like you can really say no, is it? So, yeah, it's fine. Like I said, I'm going to post it up regardless. So, you know, whatever happens is what goes up. That's just the way it is. So I'm literally just going to single place these last few, and then I can change my colour before I do the next question. I mean, the only good thing about this heat is the fact that I can sit outside and diamond paint, and I don't have a set brilliant area or anything. It is literally a bistro table, and I have a beer cooler barrel next to the table to put my kit on. You know, there's no special setup out there. It is just because it'll be cooler to sit under the awning than it is to sit in this room right now, because it's baking. I'm not lying. Absolutely baking. I think we're up to 29 at the minute, and it's 11:45, so it's only going to get hotter. So thank you, Sarah, for commenting. Crystal Hewitt Schofield, this was on the kitting down of All for Love. She says, I love 310 as well. I've mixed up drills as well. What a mess that was, and it took such a long time to fix up. Yeah, I'm feeling it. It's going to take me a while, isn't it? It's not going to be a quick one, but you know, it's a massive bag as well. Massive, but never mind. She also says that Soulmates painting is going to be gorgeous. It is, isn't it? I love it. I'm currently working on Pisces from DAC, and Joe Wall paintings do indeed have a lot of confetti. So to break up the frustration of that, I'm also working on Micah Jelina's Willa and a small round snack size Christmas painting from Amazon. It's a really good plan, Crystal. I've got Aries by Josephine Wall, and I don't mind a mix of the two. I like paintings that have a mix of colour blocking and confetti. But I'm aware that Aries will be a lot of confetti. So although I'm looking forward to it because it's a stunning picture, I'm also not looking forward to all the confetti either. It's a good job that I enjoy single placing, isn't it? But they are quite big pictures to do, so well done on doing that. And having other canvases to break it up helps a lot. I know when I was doing my Ever moment, I was so glad that I had other canvases that I was doing, because that drove me mad. It just seemed to take me forever. And I'm not patient. I've said this, haven't I? Maybe diamond painting is not the best thing for me to do, but yeah, having a separate canvas, and especially if you've got a little one. Both of these canvases, I did manage to take I Miss You to work the other day, but it is quite big. I did use my extendable tube to take it. So what I do is I roll it up, obviously, so the drills are, the bit that I've done is drill side out, and I transport it in that. But it was actually slightly too big for the area that I had to diamond paint on, but I made it work. You know, I still managed to do it. I do like Willa. I have seen it, but the Serafina reminded me of my sisters, so that's why I went for that. But thank you so much for commenting, Crystal. It's lovely to have you on board. I then have 2 comments from Kelly Ripper, both with her lovely 4 emojis. So hello, Kelly, in very sunny Australia, I'm sure, at the minute, from me in the UK. Next one was on the video of storing ABs. If you've seen it, I ordered some book rings to store my ABs in. So hello, Penny. She says, hi Sam, hope you are well. I'm not too bad, actually. Now I found out what was making me feel so poorly. I'm just waiting to pick my prescriptions up from the doctors so I can start getting some iron in my system. I'll probably feel a lot better. And this heat doesn't help, does it? Because it's draining. Anybody else? You know, if it was a bit cooler night time, it wouldn't be so bad, but I don't sleep well when it's hot. I don't eat very well when it's hot either. Anybody else do that? I cannot eat big meals when it's hot, so I tend to just pick, but then you've got the problem that you're not eating proper meals. Anyway, she also says, absolutely love the idea of storing your ABs. May have to steal the idea. You're not stealing. That's what we're sharing for. It's to help others, isn't it? That's why we do this. So anything that we pass on, if somebody else, if it's going to benefit them, feel free. It's not stealing, lovely. You know, we're sharing ideas here. That's the point. She also says, I'm so not surprised that you've been getting more orders. Your makes are amazing. Let me know if you do more penguins. I want them in every colour. Absolutely love them. Oh, bless you. I'm so glad that you liked your penguin. I have done another set, but they won't be going on until the weekend because I need to photograph them all. But I'm so glad that you liked it. Now, I do need to say, the cover minders are a lot easier to make than the cook pots. The cook pots tend to have more flaws in them. You know, at the end of the day, they are handmade. There are some instances where they may be slightly not the best, but that's why they're as cheap as they are. Any that are really unusable, I just take out, or I use them for me. But yeah, it's getting there, and I'm really pleased because it just means that the money that I make from that literally does go back into diamond painting. So that's how I fund this diamond painting addiction of mine. And I am a addictive personality. I smoke like a trooper, which is not a great addiction to have. But if I have a new hobby, I'm all in. Do you know what I mean? Right from the beginning, if I like it, I'm all in. I buy everything. At the same time, I do have a streak of carefulness though. You know, like with the double-sided tape, you know, it's cheaper to buy the double-sided tape and use it in both ends than it would be to have glue dots one end and tape the other. It's being money conscious. So in one aspect I'm quite cautious, but in another sometimes I get a bit carried away. But I do have some new moulds. I've just received a beautiful mould. I'm doing a resin pour this afternoon because I have a make to do for someone, I'm going to be trying them out. So there will be a new cover minder on my desk. Excuse me while I drink my coffee. Very, very soon. Very excited. Very excited. Oh, that's Alexa to tell me. Oh, it's a deal on Amazon. No, don't need to spend any more money this month. Thank you very much. I'm running out of money for my month. So thank you so much for commenting, Penny. I'm glad that you liked your penguin. I love the fact you gave her a name as well, because my fish is called Miranda because she Miranda's about. Bad dad joke right there. So thank you for commenting. Darcy Foster again. Tweezers and my eyebrows don't get along. The one and only time I did it, my eyebrows swelled and I ended up looking like a cave woman. I have to say, as a beauty tech, tweezers plucking is actually one of the least painful ways to do your eyebrows. So in order, they are tweezers is the least painful, followed by warm wax. So warm wax is the one where they put the wax on the skin and they then use a paper strip to pull that wax back off with your hair. No, that's wrong. I've done it the wrong way round. Yeah, no, that's right. That's right. No, wrong. Start again. Ignore that bit. Like I said, I could cut it out, but I'm not going to. Ignore that bit. So, least painful way is plucking. The next least painful is hot wax. Hot wax is what I use. And the wax goes on the skin. It hardens very, very quickly. And you pick it up and you just pull it. It's the least damaging way of plucking your eyebrows. Yes, they do look a bit red for a couple of hours, but it is literally only a couple of hours. So that's the method that I prefer. The next most painful way is warm wax, and that's the one where they put the wax on and they then use paper strips and go over the same area 2 or 3 times to pick the hair out. Quite painful. The most painful way of doing your eyebrows is actually threading. Now, I am qualified to do threading, but I don't offer it because it's really painful. If you do it wrong, then all you will do is snap the hair off just at the skin line, which means that they'll look really nice for a couple of days and then that hair will start to grow again and poke through. And it's also the one that leaves redness and swelling the longest. So for me, waxing. But I'm a wimp. I don't even like waxing my own. But there you go. Yeah, thanks for sharing, Darcy. Can I suggest you find someone who does hot waxing for eyebrows? It is very quick. It's a bit of a shock, but usually, you know, I can wax somebody's eyebrows with like 6 sticks. So 6 times on one side. And the more you do it, the easier it is to get used to. I'm just going to get this little one down here. I've got one Lonely 762 just sitting there. These are stuck together as well, so I think it is definitely humidity. That's it, get it the right way up. So I'm just going to plonk that one in there before I do this next symbol. Yeah, so that's my advice. Find a hot waxer. because you get a really nice effect with hot wax. Okay, moving on. Sharon Wildboar. She just says, great video, Sam. Congratulations on reaching over 400 subscribers. Have a wonderful evening. Thanks, Sharon. It's crazy, isn't it? 400 people. Ever so grateful. I really am. I'm, you know, never expected to get that many. So thank you very much for your comment. I do get excited still. It's not like I'm blasé about it. I'm not at all. I literally appreciate every single one of you. And don't think just because you're the sort of person that doesn't comment on videos and stuff that you're not relevant. You are, you know. The main thing is that you are watching, you are subscribing, and you're enjoying it. That's all I could ask for. So please don't think that you're not important if you're not someone who comments a lot, because you are. It's the watching and the subscribing that's going to mean most to me. I'm having trouble picking up 4 drills neatly. Still didn't do it very well, did I? So thank you very much for your comment. Yesterday, pencil surprises. How much would the grinders be? I'm desperate for one. And they're expensive, and as you know, I have a tight budget. Thank you for answering my space and storage question. Great video as always. Oh, thank you, honey. Okay, so number one, it depends where you are. Like you see, I just tried that. I mean, I don't think a grinder's that great, to be fair. It could be that I haven't made it correctly, and that I haven't let it set enough, or I haven't put enough resin in. No barking, please, peps. So what I will do is I will have another look. I will have another go and see if I can make a better one. But my advice is just get a penny or a quarter. I believe you're in the States, aren't you? So get yourself a quarter and just pop it in your storage pot or whatever you're using, and give it a good old shake. It works just as well, and it will literally cost you a quarter for the quarter that you're going to use to do it. I will make another grinder because I do still have the mold. I will see how it turns out. The problem is, if you're in the States, even if I sold them for, let's say, $4 or £3, the postage to send it to the States would still be like £4.20 or something. So it's going to cost more than the item to send it. You can get grinders on Amazon, so it might be worth having a look on there. But honestly, just use a coin in a pot. That's it. Simple as that. That's a much cheaper option. If you don't keep your drills in a pot, find an old pill bottle or anything that you can get a decent amount of clearance for your drills, and just try it. Honestly, it makes the world of difference. So that is my advice. Don't spend money if you don't need to, you know. You just need something with a lid on it. So it doesn't even have to be a quarter, a nut or a small bolt, or, you know, like I did, a magnet. You know, just something metalish that you can chuck in there. You could put in a single placer if you've got metal tips. Just something metal. Just chuck it in, give it a good shake, and then you'll be sorted. So that's my advice. But thank you for commenting, and thank you for the questions. I'm glad that the space and storage answer helped. I can imagine it's quite difficult to get everything in. So last 2 comments. One is from Kelly Ripper with her 4 emojis. Thank you, Kelly. That was on I Miss You, and that went up yesterday. The other one is from Sharon Wildboar. Another great video. This weather we're having in the UK is horrible. It wouldn't be too bad if it cooled right down at night so we could get some sleep. Have a wonderful day, Sam. Thanks, Sharon. Yeah, exactly the same thing. I do struggle to sleep when it's hot like this. I mean, last night we only have a thin duvet on our bed anyway, but I can't sleep uncovered. But I did have the fan going on for quite a while, and I've got a timer on it, so it means it will shut off after about 90 minutes. And I did wake back up and put it back on again for a bit. So I agree, I can cope with the weather during the day just about. What I actually did was, after I finished filming, I went upstairs, I had a very cool shower, and I washed my hair, and I just left my hair down wet for a while. That helped quite a bit. So yeah, we don't get it very often, do we? So we've just got to try and get through this little hot spell, and then and be grateful. And I can guarantee you it will die off by the time I go on holiday in August. It will have died off. We'll have had the best of our weather. It always happens. We're hoping to go back to Dorset in August. We really enjoyed visiting there a couple of years ago. This is like pre-COVID. And they've got the Tank Museum there and Monkey World, which I love. So we're hoping, but I can guarantee you the weather, we might have some nice days, but we won't have a heat wave. It never happens. So we've got to make the most of it while it's here. But that's why I wanted to get videos and my work bits done this morning, so that I can go and chill outside in the shade. I'm literally wearing a pair of, like a short-legged play suit thing, you know, not something I'd wear out, but around the house I don't mind. So I'm literally wearing that because it's the least amount of clothing I can wear and get away with it. So yeah, just keep hydrated, get the garden hose out, you know, have a plate, have a water fight, or have an afternoon nap. It's always nice to have an afternoon nap in hot weather. That way you can sleep through the worst bit. Because for us in the UK, I always find the hottest bit isn't actually at midday. It's around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. That's when it gets really hot and it gets unbearable. And that's the perfect time to have a nap. So yeah, nap away. That would be my advice. So that is actually the last of my comments, so I'm now up to date again. Thank you so much to everybody who has left comments recently. They took a while to catch up on, didn't they? Which is good. It's nice, I like it. So now I've got to think of something else to talk about. That is a dilemma. What am I going to discuss? Right, let me go and get a fresh cup of coffee, and that will give me some breathing time to think about what I can talk about for the rest of this video. Just need to make sure that went in straight. I do love poured glue canvases for this. If you haven't worked on a double-sided canvas, trust me, you're not missing out, you know. Don't bother, stick to the poured glue, it's easier. So I'm going to go make the coffee because the washing machine's ramping up as well, so I'll be back shortly. Okay, so I'm back. Still don't know what to talk about. Simple as that. Okay, so let's talk about this heat. Let's talk about this weather. I am one of those people, even as a kid, that don't wear shoes if I can possibly help it. Now, I don't know why, but walking around with bare feet keeps you cooler than wearing shoes, most definitely. And so like when it's really hot like this, yes, if I've got a day off, I will have an afternoon nap to try and avoid that hottest part, because it's not nice. There's also the fact that because I need to do a resin pour today, can't actually do that until tonight because it is so hot. The resin will set too quick, so I need to wait for that. So that is my plan for today. I'm going to sit outside and do some, have a nap, and then I will carry on. I just haven't decided which one I'm going to work on yet. Now, the tendency for me is to go for the round because it's quicker. But if I spend the extra time doing this one, then I'll have more done before my next whip and ramble, won't I? Decisions, decisions. This is the question. It'd be quite nice to get at least, you know, if I've got a couple of hours today, I might be able to get this top row done on this one. So I might do this one. I don't know. Or, no, I need to do some diamond painting. Tomorrow, I am picking my granddaughter up for a bit, just so I can spend some time with her. But I do now have some kits. I do have one of my storage boxes, the little 28 cat ones. I've got that I could kit up. So I could potentially do a kitting up video. I think I've done a prep canvas video before. I'm pretty sure I have. I'll have to go and have a look actually. So I might do that because that way I'll be able to do a full how to set up your diamond painting type thing. But I'm sure I've done that before. Like I said, I've already been packing orders today, so they will go out tomorrow because I will go to the post office. Usually if I get orders, so what I do, it depends on what I'm working. So if I'm in a week where I'm working those long shifts, then obviously I need to wait until I'm off work because I just haven't got time to take it to the post office in between work. But if I'm on a short week, so like this week, I'm working Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but they're all short shifts. Or am I working Saturday, Sunday, Monday? Now I say that. Oh my word, I'm so not prepared today. I'm working Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So, because I'm off tomorrow, I've got them packaged up today. I can go to the post office in the morning before I go and pick my granddaughter up, and then I can post them off at the same time. Sometimes, if I've got 2 or 3 orders all come in, I will wait until later in the week just to make sure I haven't got any others, because of my work pattern, I don't have time to post orders out every day. You know, it's just not feasible. So just bear that in mind if you are ordering from my Etsy shop. I'm just altering my camera slightly. If you are ordering from the Etsy shop, you know, please remember that I do try and get them out as quickly as possible. What I do with the resin, so there you go, I've got something to talk about now. Let me get my next colour. What I do with the resin is at the minute, I'm making stuff and then I'm filing them and doing the photos. And then, once they've been ordered, that is when I then do the magnets and etc. And that's purely because, especially with the open pots, I don't sell as many of the open pots, but there is an option that you can have a magnet put on them if you want one. So I do like to double check and make sure that whoever's buying it, see whether they want a magnet or not. But yeah, the order comes in. I put all of the ordered items into a basket. The next job then is to attach magnets, etc. Then I go through my stock pouches. I have A5 packs that I bought mainly for the spares for my diamond painting, but I use them also to put in bits and pieces that I'm making, because I do make a lot of little bits and pieces. If I do a big resin pour, I very often end up with a small amount left over, so that's how come I end up with these, you know, lots of these little random items. And especially cook pots, it's ideal to use leftover resin to make the cook pots with. And so once I've got my magnets on, I then go through my extras and I find something to put in as the free gift. And of course that also means looking at what else that person has ordered, because I don't want to give them something they've already got. So like I said before, you know, sometimes if someone has bought cover minders, I will pop a cook pot in. Sometimes if they've ordered cook pots, I will put a cover minder in. And sometimes it may be, you know, if someone turns around and orders a cook pot and 2 cover minders, might put a pendant in. You know, it varies. But I like to go through what I've got, because I do have a lot of extras that I haven't done anything with. I don't photograph everything that I make, because some I can't use, some are too similar to another one, and some go wrong. That is the nature of resin. You never know until you turn it out what you're going to end up with. And sometimes what you end up with is not what you wanted. Might be perfect for something else. But I do have this new mould today. So the plan is to wait until this evening. Wait for it to cool down. And then I'm going to do my resin pour. So I'm actually making this tray for my son's girlfriend. Like I said, she is dabbling in pottery. She came the other day and said that the people that she's watching, I'm guessing on YouTube, a lot of them have a resin tray that they work on. And she sort of said, would you be able to make me one? So I said, yeah, of course I can. So I ordered a mould, which isn't big enough, although it is pretty, so I might make myself one. I then found a couple of actual cake moulds. They're for making Swiss rolls, that sort of thing, which I think will be the perfect size. So I messaged her today and said, you know, what colours do you want? And she went, oh, I didn't realise you could do them with colours. I thought they were just clear. And I'm like, hell no, you can have anything. So because she has requested that, and I've got this new mould, I'm going to make a little bit of extra resin. And I'm going to try these new objects, which I think will make fabulous cover minders. I think they're going to be something that everybody is going to want to have. And I can do them in lots of different colours, with or without glitter. Oh, I'm hoping they work out okay. So keep an eye out for a new cover minder. I have another mould also coming, but that is a basic heart. There we go, that's all that done. So I've just got my ABs to do. Yeah, they're basic hearts. It's just so I could make multiple hearts. Yeah, I love the little cover minders. I really do. Like I said, not that I use them as a cover minder because I don't pull the cover back, but you know, let me just get this solitary 3. So this is the first time we've used this AB. So this is a black AB and it is beautiful. Let me find a slightly older pen because like I said, I don't want to pull that AB off, that coating off. Oh, lovely. I did have black ABs in my first diamond painting that I worked on and I absolutely loved them. Love, love, love. So 141. 141, I think everybody knows, is Diamond Art Club's favourite AB because it's just so beautiful. Now this is a 3-placer and it's not a very sticky 3-placer either, so let's just single place those. But that's good, we don't want it to be sticky. Let's get those in. It's actually quite nice to have colours other than green because these first 2 sections were literally just green. So it's quite nice to have another colour. So yeah, that's my plans for today. So quite a lot, you know, I mean, napping's hard business. If I can get away with a nap, that would be great. So yeah, diamond painting outside, resin pour later. Let me see if I can make these new mould look beautiful. Hardest thing about resin is I have to wait for it to set. That's a nightmare because I'm not patient. So I'm one of them people that will keep going up and squidging it to see how set it is. The resin that I've got, because of the heat, will probably set enough to demold within about 8 hours. I try and wait until the next day because, you know, it will be fully set then. Because people don't realise that resin, when it, oh, did you hear that click? Resin, when it comes out, is actually quite soft. You know, it can still be moved around. So, yeah, it will be holding back to see if, and as soon as I've got one that works, that will be my, I will have a new cover minder. I'm also pleased that I managed to get the stickers and that made for my postage envelopes for my orders, because it just looks a bit more professional, doesn't it? Right, that is it. So I'm just going through and I'm just pushing down any, you know, when you're multi-placing, you will sometimes get the odd one that doesn't sit dead flat. So I'm just making sure they're flat, but they're so close together. They're such nice drills. So that is it for this whip and ramble today. Any questions, comments, etc., please do put below. I would love to hear from you. Let me know what the weather's like where you are. How are you combating the hot weather? I'd be interested to know. So that is, as always, the end of it for me. I'm going to go off and get some more, possibly of this done. I don't know yet. I think I might try and get some more of this done to bring it into line with the I Miss You canvas. But anyway, it is, as always, over and out from this Kitten Up Kitten. Bye-bye.